Hello and welcome to the Bluestime Power Hour. This show is our St. Louis series. We found Oliver Sain and looked no further. He's a wonderful musician, a fabulous man, and my friend Jane Booth and I flew over from Kansas City, had lunch, talked to him for a little while, drove around St. Louis for a while, and flew back, and that was about it, I'm sorry to say. Would have loved to have spent more time with him because he is a legendary person. We're going to have an interview with him in the booth of his studio in St. Louis. He's been there for quite a while and churned out some really nice recordings of other people and himself. He recently had his bladder taken out due to cancer, and I don't know, it was so hot in that booth. I mean, I was sweating like a pig, and he didn't even break a sweat. So please forgive my profuse perspiration as we continue on the Oliver Sain interview on the Bluestime Power Hour.
I had a thing called Don't Mess With a Good Thing.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I heard
been
that.
covered about 6-8 times.
Oh, I love that song.
Greg Allman did it, and a bunch of people. Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. But
You like when people cover your songs?
oh yeah.
It's such a compliment, I would think.
Well, I just had a sample, on the new Puffy Combs CD.
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
Puff Daddy did one of your tunes? Whoa, you're in there.
Yeah, that
Puff
thing.
Daddy just won a Grammy and stuff.
Yeah, that thing that they have out now, brand new. It's been out.
The one that he did for Notorious
That's
B.I.G.?
Now, Biggie Smalls is on this particular tune.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow,
They haven't started
that's
playing
historic.
They're not playing it.
But they will.
Eventually,
Will
perhaps.
you
It's
remember
on
me
the
when you're
CD.
real rich and famous? I can say, look, I got him to do a show for me before he hit it big.
Yeah, so it's so a lot of people know, about me. I just read a thing on Ann Peebles, and this is how sometimes stuff like this can happen. And like Willie Mitchell was getting ready to record her, right? So he said, "Oh, wait a minute, she's from this area,
Oh, she
a little
is?
town called Kenlock."
Oh.
And he said, you need to go by and see Oliver Sain and see if he has a song for you.
Don't tell me.
And I didn't know her, but I thought I knew everybody around here who sang, So I'm looking at her saying, oh, yeah. She said, Willie Mitchell, blah, blah, don't record me out of blah. So I'm saying to myself,
I don't
so I don't even know this girl.
You don't want to know if you want to give her a tune?
So we kept talking about it, and finally I said, yeah, I got one tune that I think you might do. And the tune was called Walk Away. Tracy Nelson also did it later.
Tracy Nelson from Mother Earth?
Yes.
I love her.
She's done several.
I knew her in the 60s when we were hippies.
Yeah.
When All Comes Down, you got to go back to Mother Earth?
Yeah.
Oh, man. She's one of
she's
my
done
favorites.
several.
Capricorn, one of my favorite singers.
She did several
She
songs.
lives down here in Nashville now.
Yeah, she did a song of mine called, the name of that song was Walk Away, but she also did a tune of mine called Soul of the Man that Fontella Bass did.
Oh, I remember that
On the other side
song.
of Rescue.
Yeah, I have that 45.
Yeah. So she, then when I was in Italy, this kid, somebody came and told me, said, listen, these guys want to sit in, they have a brand new album out, you know, and we were in Rome. And they said, boy, this guy is really good. He's blind and blah, blah, blah. So I said, oh, okay then. So when I went over to meet him, he started telling me that he used to play with Tracy Nelson.
Wow.
And he said, we've done so many of your songs. He said, this is a pleasure meeting you. And you know who that was? Jeff Healey.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. The three of us, just three of us.
Oh, that's incredible.
This was at the Big Mama Club in Rome.
In Rome?
And so I said, yeah, they can sit in, you know, and they had the limo carrying them around.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, trying to get in.
How things happen?
Yeah. And he's so talented, you know.
He truly is.
Yeah. So, you know, I've just met a lot of people and have been fortunate enough to have songs.
Well, you've been blessed doubly that you have the talent and that you have the good fortune to meet up with people who can help you.
But my whole thing now is just trying to, you know, I still play, of course, but producing and writing songs. And I don't write, so I should have been the world's greatest songwriter. You know, when I did have I think most of my life has been lack of continuity. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that going.
If you can, but sometimes you're supposed to do other things, you know?
Well,
I mean, it'd be nice to have everything be perfect and just be able to do what you want to do, but wake up, Oliver. This is real life.
So I often say that maybe I should have really concentrated on writing songs. But I had to go out and play the saxophone. I had to eat every day.
Yeah.
And to run a band and you know. We cut artists. We cut a lot of stuff in the studio.
I bet.
A group called Montclair. We had them a long time ago. That's Phil Perry was the lead singer. And he went on to do well on Capitol himself. He did that Aretha Franklin thing, Call Me the Moment You Get There.
Oh,
he did that.
Boy, that's a beautiful
might have
song.
heard a male singer doing that about 2-3 years ago. It was a big record.
I met a songwriter out in Oakland named Cal Perry. Is he related to him?
No. Yeah, and I would like to go out. Now, I did the, perhaps 88, I did the Sacramento Blues Festival. I think it was 88. But I haven't been back out there anymore.
Yeah.
California, I was never, you know, even when I had a couple of hit records like Bus Stop and all that stuff, that part of California, the records were never big. You know.
They're more country out there.
Southern California, some, but not up there. East was my best area, one of the records that I've had out. They were not even as big in the South as they were in the East.
That's interesting.
So I've just had the good fortune of running into a lot of people and doing a lot of this thing, been on all night. It's the end of the battery. I'm testing stuff sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Running test tone in there.
I know it's a lot of work to maintain a recording studio.
Oh, yeah.
I used to forget to take those expensive batteries out of those microphones. And I have to go all the way up there and buy a new battery.
I just bought that 2-track the other day.
Is it digital?
No. It's an analog, and I needed one. Mine was broken. We mix on digital, of course. But, sometimes you need analog. You know, sometimes I can, and what I'm going to start doing is, instead of editing either on the computer, I have a good editing thing on here, but
I like the analog. We always had analog.
I'm going to start taking this stuff and mixing it down on digital, dumping on analog, do all the editing, do all the editing, razor blade editing.
I can do that.
Yeah.
You can't even hear it.
Yeah, and then dump it back. Then dump it back too.
Yeah. That'll give it an extra added.
A little more.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll probably do it.
Yeah, our studio was before digital. When I first got there, You know who Walter Booker is? He's a bass player. He played with Cannonball Adderley.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I lived with Bookie for 9 years in New York.
Is that
When
right?
he was playing with Cannonball, and then he was playing with Sarah Vaughan after
Yeah.
Cannon died, and then he was playing with Nat. So I knew all those people, and then
Yeah.
plus a recording studio that was soundproofed in the middle of New York. You know, everybody was there,
Yeah.
all hours of the day and night. So it was like being in school for me.
Yeah.
You know, I just loved it, and every day was an adventure. But
Oh, yeah.
if there's one thing to have all the equipment, like you can have 124 tracks, but if you don't have anybody with any talent, what are you going to do?
Well, Quincy Jones said on TV one night, he said anybody could just kind of stumble and fall over a hit record.
It's true.
But the problem is what are you going to record next?
Exactly. Exactly.
I often tell people, and I say it as a joke, but really it's true. I said I could cut a hit record on the dog. Anything. You just have a really, really good dance track.
Exactly.
Just sample the dog.
Descending bass line.
Everything.
Yeah.
Just
I
sample
got a
the
dog who would be real good. He goes.
And just every now and then, just have the dog go, ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
right in a
My dog do
strategic
it.
place.
You have a bite of this rag, and then you touch him on the head, and he goes. I recorded him I'll send you a tape.
So anybody could have a hit record.
That's true, but what are you going to talk about after you have sex?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it just having sex, or do you want to have a conversation?
So it's not. You can have all the equipment, and I heard Stevie talking about that once on television too. He said you can have all the toys, all this junk, and we have the capability in this room, I'm sure, of having any kind of sound.
Yeah.
Of recreating any track ever made by anybody. But you need a song, you need a singer.
Exactly.
This stuff don't make, it's like, I remember looking at a TV program one night, and they were, I think it was the 25th anniversary of Motown, whatever it was.
Atlantic Records?
Motown.
Oh, it was Motown?
So they were like, what is a Motown sound, and blah, blah, blah. And then, it's the hi-hat, the chick. I'm sitting there yelling at the TV. I'm saying, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The Motown sound is those 4 or 5 musicians who played on everybody's session.
Exactly.
Has nothing to do with the air.
Exactly. I call them eternal sidemen.
Listen,
The eternal
a
sidemen.
woman might sound the same in here as it does in Hollywood. Has nothing to do with anything. People say, well, the Motown sound was people.
Exactly.
Those 4, 5, 6 musicians.
And having a good time in the studio.
Yeah.
Feeling at ease.
But we had, at the time of Motown, or at the one period of Motown, we had like a little 4-track studio up here before we ever moved down in that big studio down there.
Oh.
And had a little board right up against that window there. We had a better studio than Motown.
Yeah, we had a 4-track. When I first got to New York, he had a little homemade 4-track board, and he goes, "Okay, listen to this," and he played the most fabulous music, and he goes, "Just ignore that frying and the hissing and the popping," and I said, "Hey, okay," but then I got a Tascam series, which was a good series back then. It was the middle '70s.
Well, I got one sitting downstairs right
You do?
now, Model 10.
Yeah.
We cut hits on it. None of that. See, that's not the problem.
Yeah.
You need a song.
You do.
These youngsters, I have these little rappers, I have young people come in out of here, and they talk about studio equipment, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, man, we need an X14."
Right.
I say, "Yeah, that's
Okay.
all right, but what's the song? Let me hear what the song is." I understand.
Right.
Yeah, man, we got to see if we had.
Right.
And I often tell the guy who works with me, I said, "James, we used to say if we had."
Yeah.
Now, we have all of that.
Yeah.
We have 24-track digital.
Hey, yeah.
We have 16-track analog. We have a computer with another 160 tracks on it. You know what I'm saying?
Geez, you could have every
Ain't no
band in the
more-
world in here.
They don't even talk about tracks anymore.
Yeah.
So people call up and say, well, how many tracks do you have? I said, God,
350 or
no, how many you need?
Right.
So, and I said, so we have all of that we used to say, boy, if we had, in certain modules and keyboards, and there are 5, 6, 8 keyboards are not even in this room, it's in this building. They're all in the studio, they're in the office, they're everywhere.
But what's your favorite setup? Just something real simple?
Yeah, and I said now is worse than before because we don't even have an excuse now. We used to say the reason this thing is not coming off because we don't have a so-and-so. We have that now. Still ain't cutting nothing.
Oh,
You see what I'm
you
saying?
need a song, right?
There you go.
See, I'm learning. Thanks for staying with us on the Bluestime Power Hour. This is the hour that features Oliver Sain, our St. Louis series. On the Bluestime Power Hour, we're very happy to have met him, spent some time with him. And we're going to go ahead with more of his interview, and then we're going to go into some performances. And we're hoping you're going to stay with us because there's lots coming up on the Bluestime Power Hour.
Continuing in the tradition of Charlie Parker and Louis Jordan, Oliver Sain and the band.